Hello, and welcome to Unlimited Appetizers, the show where we simulate killing time while waiting for your food at a restaurant. I am your host, Erin.
And I'm your pilk enthusiast, Mancha.
I forgot about Pilk.
So I want to
Bleh.
talk about pilk really quick.
All right, sure.
Because Pepsi's now pushing pilk.
Wait, like Pepsi's social media?
Pepsi, the brand, is doing a campaign where they're pushing pilk. And you would not believe what celebrity is helping them push pilk.
Who?
She's already been through enough.
Who?
It's Lindsay Lohan.
Oh my god!
They have a new campaign where they're pushing like Christmas time themed pilk and cookies and shit. And I woke up to that yesterday morning, and I don't know, I'm a little broken. Hold on, like, because now when you search pilk, there are like articles that show up.
I'm like in disbelief right now with this information. Like, you could be pranking me right now and I wouldn't know, but like, I don't think you are.
Search like pilk and you will find like a picture of Lindsay Lohan in like a Santa outfit pouring milk into a frosty cup of Pepsi.
I just saw the first thing said I tried the Lindsay Lohan pilk drink and survived. All right, so here's the thing. This is gonna sound like blasphemous, but like I buy Coke floats a lot from the cookout here, and it's like ice cream in the Coke, and when the ice cream melts, I feel like it would be similar to pilk, but also there's more like sugar in that and stuff.
That's what I've heard. So I've heard it's not as bad as it sounds like because like root beer floats and Coke floats and stuff, right? I've not tried proper pilk. I have done a shot of like the coffee creamers from a restaurant and then like followed it up with Pepsi, which doesn't quite do the job, but like it's sort of like that. But that sucks because that creamer sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's have a pilk tasting on the podcast sometime.
Okay, let's do it.
I'd be like, let's do it right now, but I don't have. I have almond milk and no Pepsi. So
I have Dr. Pepper and butter.
I don't think you should drink that.
I don't have milk. I don't usually stock it. I just want to call to attention this quote from Pepsi's chief marketing officer, Todd Kaplan, that says, "Combining Pepsi and milk has long been a secret hack among Pepsi fans."
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't.
And they have, I'm trying to find them, it's not on this article, it's on a different one, where they came up with pilk recipes for different kinds of pilk. Like the Nutty Cracker, where they combine almond milk and coconut creamer, and a pool of smooth and creamy nitro Pepsi vanilla with a peanut butter cookie.
I think Coke should do their own campaign where they're just like, do not put milk in the Coke. That's disgusting. Are you a freak?
Yeah, they should do it. Okay, we're gonna mix together Coke and milk. That's right. Drink a huge glass of cock.
Okay, yeah, I see a problem here.
I think that would be pretty funny.
Yes. Hell yeah. Oh my god, that's crazy.
I just had to talk about that.
I'm glad you've enlightened me. That's crazy.
I'm keeping up with the pilk news.
It's like keeping up with the Kardashians.
Except, like, good.
Yeah.
How was your week?
How was my week? Good. I've had a fun weekend with somebody come to stay with me. Someone who may be making an appearance. But we went out.
Or may not. Erin could be lying.
Yeah, I could be making this person up. We went to like a bar that had like a cover band playing. They did a lot of like 80s songs and stuff last night. That was fun. We went to like a nice seafood restaurant and I got scallops. And Tyler's there that day, so he's at the con in Ohio right now. I had originally like we were trying to figure out if I could go and then like see you or something, but it just got away from me this year and I had too many like vacations within a period of time. But yeah, so he's at that, and I'm here.
I forgot it was so recent, and I saw it last night. I'm like, oh, that's happening right now. I
Yeah.
cannot make it down to Columbus.
Yeah, he's having fun. I've gotten some texts and stuff about it, so day's cool. But I wish I was there, but I am not. I'm here, but I'm
It
doing
happens.
MagFest and KatsuCon, so I'll be at those.
I'll be at KatsuCon.
Yes, I'm so excited. We're gonna have so much fun. Mancha and I have like a really cursed thing that we want to do at KatsuCon that I don't know if we should just like wait to talk about it or if it's cool to mention.
I'd love to mention it now.
Let's mention it now because then when you see the end result later, you'll be like, "Oh my god!" Well, if
we do it,
if we let the world see it, so we both realized that like independently at the same time we were trying to learn the lyrics to 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies, yeah. And then I want to make sure I have the band right. And then we didn't start the fire by Billy Joel. Because they're both like really like wordy songs that only like a nerd would try to memorize, and we were both like, "That's weird that we both were learning these at the same time." And I guess they're kind of memed on, so it makes sense. So we were like, "Let's go to KatsuCon and let's sing them, and then we'll have a couple drinks later in the evening, and we'll try to do it again, and we'll compare the results." Because if you're familiar with those songs, there's some parts where the words are just going like rapid fire.
Like I can barely do part of 1 Week with the lyrics in front of me, just because it's hard to say and I haven't gotten used to it yet.
Yeah. The stinkin' aching shake part, the like sentence before that or something, that's like the one I can't do. And I got the Sailor Moon one that's like in the same area, I think, but not the thing before it.
Yeah, it's the one. It's like I got a set of tiny. I got the clubs.
That one, the clubs,
the
tiny nubs flying off the backswing. Yes,
Yeah.
That one gives me trouble.
So that may or may not exist in the future. Who knows at this point?
I'll be doing it for sure, but whether we actually learned the lyrics as well as we want to have learned them will be a question.
I forgot that I had to learn. We didn't start the fire, and I've got to do that again.
I've got longer to go with that one. Also, that one, it's hard to remember like what part starts when and stuff because it's all kind of
that's
similar.
My issue with the poke rap, because like I know all of the verses of the poke rap, like, but I don't know what order they go in, so I inevitably miss some.
So I have the same issue because I used to do on like Sporkle, there was like a name the first 150 Pokemon thing or whatever, and I would do it all the time and like try to like improve my score, and I would try to remember the poke rap in my head to like do that, but then I'd be like, I'm thinking about the same verse 3 times and I haven't thought of the other ones, and I've just been going through this list of Pokemon.
I need to go. I had wanted to do those like every week, like all of them. I might have to roll back up and do them again.
I'm gonna be completely incapable of doing anything past like the first 150, but I like doing those.
I can do them all because I like Pokemon. I can't do them all well. I can't win them all, but that's the
can't
goal
catch
eventually.
them all.
I can't say them all.
Yeah, you are like the ultimate Pokemon fan because that new game came out and like you're like already done with it. And you're like shiny hunting and stuff.
Okay,
I got a ways to go.
I had friends who beat it much more quickly than I did though, because I play through the story really slowly so I can enjoy it instead of like rushing to the end game content.
Yeah,
so it took me a while to beat it, but I'm having fun.
The issue I'm having is I was like, I don't know what order I'm supposed to do these things in. So I looked up a list of like a recommended thing. Because there's like the 3 branches for people who haven't played it. There's kind of like 3 paths and you can do them in kind of any order. But like certain things unlock other areas and stuff. So I just have been following this list this person made. But it'll be like, go to this end of the map. Now go completely over here. Now go completely over here. And I'm like,
Because that list, it's the list I used. It's ordered in terms of level.
Yeah. Yep.
Because for whatever reason they didn't put level scaling in. It wouldn't have been that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I'm having fun with it. I got my team assembled, just training them up.
Who's in your team?
Tinkaton. Is that how it's pronounced? I have the 3 starters. I started with Fue Coco or whatever, little red flamey guy. I started with him, and then I got the cat in the random trade thing, and then you gave me the Quaxley, so I just
Yeah.
am using all the start. Whenever I can do that in a game, I know that's probably like kind of lame to do that, but I'll do it.
Who cares?
Just because I like having them, and I liked all of them this time around. I had a really hard time deciding, so I was like, whatever. So I have those, and then yeah, Tinkaton, and then I have Gothitelle, because that's like one of my favorite Pokemon ever, and I used that one in like the last game too, but I'll allow it. I'll allow one repeat. And then I have a Flamigo in the party until I
yeah,
get
of
like a
course you would have.
legendary or like a different thing. Just because I love flamingos and I thought it was funny.
It's so silly, and also it's busted and competitive because it gets like a move later on that's really strong.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was surprised. I was looking it up and it was like, it's actually like not bad. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's largely because of its synchronized move.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever it's called. I think I'm forgetting what it's called precisely. But actual discussion topic?
Yeah, I know. I think we joked a while. We're like, we can't do another like Pokemon thing, and then it became Pokemon discussion. But game's fun, so had to do it.
But
yeah,
play it.
Yeah. So, topic for this week. It's December 3rd when we are recording this, and it'll probably come out Wednesday or whenever. It's December now, so it's winter. And I used to live in a very snowy place, and now I do not. And I know nothing about what Ohio is like with that. So we're just going to talk about like winter and like snow and like the season changing.
For reference, Ohio is like slightly less bad Rochester.
Oh, okay. So you're still like you're in it.
Yeah, it's like when it snows bad. Like we haven't gotten snow yet, is the thing.
Okay.
Because I know like Buffalo got really bad snow, for instance.
Oh yes, my brother lives there and was sending us pictures of his front porch, and it was a whole scenario.
Yeah, so it's not as bad, but like we get the snow, we get a little bit of lake effect, at least here. So I'm used to it.
Fair. This morning I went for a walk in like a light hoodie, and it was very nice out, and I was like, damn, glad I live here.
How cold does it get for you?
So what temperature is it right now?
Because I've been to Texas.
Yeah, Raleigh temperature. It's 61 right now. It was a little warmer earlier, but yeah. So last year we got snow once, and there was like an inch of snow, and I was hanging out with my friends, and we were gonna order a pizza, and my friend was like, "You cannot order a pizza in this weather. You will kill the delivery man." And I was like, "It is an inch of snow. Like he's gonna be fine."
It's weird how how snow like freaks out people from like the South. So
I get if they had like the amount of snow that we had, and they're not equipped to like
when they did the other year.
Yeah, like because that happens, and I totally get it. Because like if first of all, none of those people know how to drive in snow, so that's like a problem. And then if they're not like salting or plowing the roads or whatever, like that's a whole nother thing. But like this was literally like an inch, and I was like, it was so fine last year, and people were freaking out, and like stores were like closing, and I was driving on the road, it was completely fine. But there's apparently been worse years, but I have not seen any yet here. I don't know if we'll be getting it.
Yeah, I like snow to an amount.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue currently is like half the reason I have, not half, but like maybe a third of the reason I teach is because of the way work days work, where we can just randomly get like a snow day off, which is the best ever.
That's cool.
Here's the issue though. I have the longest driveway ever currently. It takes like walking down it and back. If I just walk at like a slow pace, it's like a minute. It's not like insane, but like it's long.
Right.
So, when we had really bad snow last year, we had one really bad snow, and it says that you're offline right now.
I still hear you. Oh, it cut out.
Well, I don't know what happened.
Cool.
We had an issue there.
My internet did a whoopsie again.
Hopefully that doesn't like screw up the recording.
I think it'll be okay. If not, we'll just have to talk about Pokemon again.
Oh no. I was gonna say it took me 3 days to shovel my driveway during the big snow last year.
I would just not. No.
I
I don't
had to
know
get.
how I would get out, but
I mean, I had those days off, but I just had to do it over the course of 3 days. And that, I think, was with the neighbor helping a little bit with the snowblower that they have.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't miss that at all. When I lived in Rochester and it was like bad, like you'd have to like go out to your car and like let it defrost for like 15 minutes, and like you can't drive because your windows are literally like blocked.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't miss that, and I hated shoveling. I pretty much never did it because my parents would just do it because I proved to be very useless at that task, but
And you also have brothers, I imagine.
yeah, and like at some point they moved out, but it's still like I never really had to like mow the lawn either because I did it one time and it was bad. And
I never had to mow the lawn, but I had to shovel the driveway a lot.
yeah, it sucks. I kind of have like the best case scenario because you kind of want snow for like the holidays because it's kind of fun, and I'm going home, so like I get to go home and have the snow for that, and then come back and then have a nice couple months after. Versus like in Rochester, like 5 months out of the year are just horrible.
Yeah, it's not going to affect you very much in Raleigh, which is nice.
Yeah. The only thing is we are driving home for Christmas this year.
You're driving?
I know. We talked about it and it was gonna save money, and Tyler was like, I'll drive. If it was just me, I would be flying. But
yeah, that was the question. I'm like, no. I assume you're not driving.
No. I'm going to sit there and play songs off my phone and be like, don't you like this song, Tyler? And he's gonna be like, I hate this.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't make him too mad.
I try not to. I just mean like this. If there's snow like at the end of the trip, that will be a thing because he's only driven in it like a little bit, but he's good. He'll figure it out.
Just don't drive badly in the snow.
Just drive good.
Just pretend the snow is water.
You also can't really drive in water.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should know how to drive while it's raining, right? Because you have to like drive differently because of the water.
That's true, and we get crazy like flash flood things here. I was caught in one the other day when we were going to sushi. It was very
wasn't there
scary.
one while we were there?
Yes, and then there was like a hurricane when like Mel was here, and we went to like a concert and drove in it. And we got to the concert and they were like, you guys like risked death to be here, and we're just gonna sing like goofy comedy songs. And I was like, yes.
Like to you specifically, or just to everyone?
Oh, to the like everyone there. I was in the way back in the balcony. They were not talking to me. They were talking.
It'd be
to
great if you were just
collective.
like one of like 10 people there, and they come up to you personally, and they're like, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
Yeah, they shine a spotlight on us from like the back, and we have to like stand up, and everyone turns around, and looks at us.
These freaking nerds.
Yep.
Drove in a hurricane. That's it.
Yes.
I don't know. See, the one thing about Ohio is that we are not in hurricane range. And I'm pretty thankful for that. We're also not in volcano range, except if Yellowstone erupts.
I was about to ask, where are the volcanoes? Because I know there's like ones in like Hawaii. I don't know where they are in like the other states.
Volcanoes are usually on fault lines. So we have some on like the West Coast, like Washington and stuff has like Mount St. Helens is a volcano. Also, again, Yellowstone National Park has a like with all the geysers and stuff has a gigantic super volcano under it that if it erupts will like destroy a lot of the United States.
So we're just gonna hope it doesn't do that.
I think scientists will know if we're in danger. But that's one of my favorite facts is that it's a super volcano that has lava. Oh, The Yellowstone supervolcano has a lot more magma than previously thought from yesterday.
You're saying there's an update to the super
Yeah, there's a Yellowstone
yesterday.
volcano update, and they found more magma than they thought was there.
They should just build a really big plug and just put it in
You
the
realize
volcano.
that's why volcanoes volcano, right? Because
Really?
of the pressure buildup?
I'm 100% joking, but is that how they started?
Well, no, but it's like when pressure builds up, that's what causes them to erupt. So plugging it would cause more pressure to build up.
We love that.
It apparently erupted like 3,000 years ago.
They should take the volcano and push it somewhere else.
Like Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm in like science mode where I'm interested in the Yellowstone supervolcano.
That's all right.
So it's not more likely to erupt. There's just more magma than they thought there. But that's also not like scary because magma isn't the scary part of the volcano.
What is?
The ash and dust.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I wipe my brows and I sweat my rust.
Was there a question about the supervolcano on the Red Sox fan 325 quiz?
There should have been. I still need to go in and make those quizzes. I swear, during Christmas break, if I remember, I'm going to beat Red Sox 325 at his own game.
This is Mancha's revenge quest. We gotta do it.
Why do I feel like I need to get vengeance? For no reason. I have to.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a ton else to say about snow, and the next segment
this was
is
our
pretty
kind
fun.
of like, yeah, I really want to spend more time with our second segment. So there's our little like look at our thoughts on snow. I hope you enjoyed our thoughts on snow, the most interesting topic we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just really excited for our next one because I came up with this and it's very us coded.
Yes.
So we'll be right back. Okay. So we're going to read through some new submissions on the Am I the Asshole subreddit and give our verdict. And by new, I mean I'm going to keep refreshing and do the newest posts because I don't want to see what other people have thought. I don't want these like super duper divisive ones or super duper big ones. I think it's funny to do little ones or ones that happen at least right when they drop. And we'll see what we think about them.
Cool. I love passing judgment on people I don't know.
Exactly. That's why this is very Erin coded. So I have just refreshed it, and we're just gonna pop open this new one. You ready?
I'm so ready. I was born ready.
If I did that, can you still see it? Because I just moved when moved the window
I
it
can
was
see
on.
it. I can see it.
Okay, because I wanted it to be on the window that I'm looking at. Am I the asshole for wanting my brother to clean our room? For a bit of context, I'm 16 and have a younger brother who's 6, a 10-year age gap, basically. I really love my brother, but these days he's been extremely mischievous and he always messes up my room and never cleans it. He does keep the stuff back in its place when I ask him to, but overall he always creates a mess. I do ask him to clean it and he runs away, but eventually when I complain and scold him, he cleans up a little and then I clean the rest of it, and this hasn't really been a problem until the last 2 days. It was the weekend, so my mom decided to sit in my room and teach my brother. She was also ironing some clothes and was watching some videos regarding her job while she told my brother to do his homework. He obviously didn't do it, was going around wasting tape by cutting pieces from the dispenser, sharpening pencils unnecessarily on the bed, tearing paper, and also using through pieces of tissue he had in his hoodie. He also messed up his books and study area, which is a part of my room. My brother and I share a room, but I'm much older, and he doesn't need a room of his own right now since he sleeps with my parents, so the room is pretty much mine besides his toys and books that belong here. Yesterday, the same thing happened. He messed up my room, and I had decided to tell him to clean it after dinner, but by that time I went, he fell asleep, so I decided to clean it. Today, the same thing happened, and it irked me, so I asked my mom to remove his stuff because I always do it, and I didn't want to do it again. The room wasn't as messed up as it was yesterday, but the fact that he fell asleep again without cleaning up bothered me. Why does this guy put a space before every period?
I don't know. Maybe he
and
got
punctuation
confused
mark.
about like the thing where people do two spaces before a new sentence, and he thought that he should put spaces in other places.
It's every comma and every period. Uh, so I told my mom to remove at least his part of the mess, but it instead turned to this very huge argument about how he's young and that I should adjust. I'm elder and I do adjust a lot. Not a part of the post, but he never really listens to me and complains that everything that I do to my parents. He sneaks onto my laptop slash computer and complains to my mom if I happen to open Instagram. Not like it's a problem, but my mom just assumes that instead of studying, I'm on it all the time, so it creates a fight. My mom went on to say that when I was his age, I never did half the stuff he does today and that I'm over pampered and consider things I do for my family as a burden. Now, I don't know about what I did when I was his age, but now that I see people with their kids on the internet always making them clean after themselves, and I kind of just expected my brother to do the same. But my mom says that as an elder sister, it's my responsibility to do stuff for him, and
Oh,
I
this
do
is his
avoid.
sister. The whole time I
Yeah,
thought these were brothers.
me too. They didn't. She didn't mention that she was a sister until now.
She didn't tell us she was a woman. I'm kidding.
Well, that changes everything. No, it doesn't.
Um,
Blah blah blah. I think I'm right in wanting my brother to clean up, but everything my mom said makes me feel kind of guilty.
like the whole time I was like, he's 6. And I know I was not really cleaning anything up when I was 6. And I get seeing kids on the internet and being like, this kid cleans things up, but I don't know. If your mom's saying that you didn't really clean up when you were younger, I kind of get why that wouldn't be like a default expectation.
I don't think she's an asshole for wanting her brother to clean the room, but I
Yeah.
don't think that they're necessarily in the wrong. Though, I don't know.
I
They
don't
should at least get the kid to try.
The other thing is she hasn't really done anything where there's a direct conflict. She's just like she's annoyed about him not cleaning, and she had like some conversations with her mom that feel very like normal family conversations. So yeah, I don't think she's like an asshole, but I also am like he's 6. Like you're going to get what you're going to get. And I don't know.
From this, unless there's like information we're missing, it's probably just I don't know. I don't think anyone's an asshole necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I did not clean anything.
6-year-olds are stupid and shitty, so
Yeah.
that's not their fault.
They were just born like that 6 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to like after like edit any of these down if they're like real long?
Potentially. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Let's do this one. Am I the asshole for crying after finding out my mom is having another daughter?
Oh, I want to hear this one.
I like the ones with the juicy taglines because it's just like, how is this gonna go?
Yeah.
I, female 15, have parents who had me at very young. Both my mom and dad are 30 now. When my parents graduated high school, my dad got his real estate license, but my mom decided to go to college, so I lived with my dad during that time because I couldn't go with her. Where my mom went to school was a 45-minute drive, so she would visit me on weekends. I remember how much fun it was getting time to spend with my mom on weekends and wishing she was around more often. My parents broke up not too long before my mom went to college, but my mom ended up meeting H, who is a male and 31, and they started dating. My mom was going to come back home after she finished college, but she ended up moving 3.5 hours away with H. My dad ended up taking her to court for custody, and she now pays child support and is supposed to have every other weekend with me. This went on for a couple of years, but then H and her got married and had a little girl together. So she stopped coming around or inviting me to her house because she was too busy. Well, yesterday she came down to her parents' house and told me to come over because she has a surprise. I went over this morning and she showed me an ultrasound. She's pregnant with another girl. I lost it and started crying because I've always felt replaced since my half-sister was born. She gets the life I never had with my mom. She asked if I was happy. I said, not really, you replaced me once already, now it's happening again. She tried saying she isn't replacing me, I just said, well, I feel replaced, you never see me. I got texts from both my grandparents and H calling me a brat and selfish, saying I'm too old to be acting jealous over a new baby. My dad agrees with me, so am I the asshole?
How old is this person again? They said at the beginning.
15.
15? No.
Super not.
Super not your fault.
Wow.
No, your mom sucks, bro.
And the big thing is, if this girl was older, she totally would probably be.
If she was like 30 or even like 22 or something,
yeah,
like that
like
would be
like 20. That would be like a little.
That'd be like, all
grow
right,
up.
like you can drive yourself over there, but
like 15 is still like demonstratively you're a child.
Yeah,
and it's fair to be upset about that because that sucks.
Yeah, no, that sounds awful. I feel really bad. And then I'm sorry, but like screw those family members like texting her about it. That's awful.
That's more of the asshole move. It's just like, you're a brat and you're selfish. You're 15.
I know. I'm the youngest, so I have like youngest sibling energy, and I know if like another one popped up when I was like 15, I would have been super jealous, even if we lived together. And this adds just like a whole another layer of like bad where you're getting like ignored.
Yeah, like maybe you'd be. I mean, if there wasn't like all this background to it, like it'd be a little rude.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'd want to say that, but you're in the wrong, but not with like these parameters where she never gets to see mom and mom expects her to be happy.
Yeah. No.
Like that. So
not a fan of this mother.
Another fun one. Let's see. Let's refresh and see if there's anything new, because I keep pulling new ones. Am I the asshole for wanting to go out and have fun while my dad is sick?
Click it and see how sick before we do this one.
So my dad has been sick for 2 weeks now. Me, 18, and him, 53, live alone, and we don't have family here besides his mom, who's 73. My dad some days feels terrible and he can't get out of bed. The other day he couldn't even get up and get out to the and the other day he can get up and even get out to the beach. I'm not sure about that sentence.
Wait, is this sentence he couldn't even go to the beach? Is that like the idea they're conveying?
No, here is what the words are. My dad some days feels terrible and can't get out of bed. And the other day he can get up and even get out to the beach.
Oh, so he's going
that's
to the
supposed
beach.
to be but instead of and.
Okay.
But some days he feels terrible, some days he can get up, I assume.
Okay.
He says he feels dick, has hallucinations, his blood pressure gets low, and he can't eat anything besides soup. He has Crohn's disease.
Oh.
Since it's just the two of us, when he got sick, I had to take care of everything. I don't know how to cook a lot, but I had to learn dinner for all of us, otherwise we would be hungry, so it was a lot of stress. I would wake up in the morning and only get out of the kitchen at 10 p.m., completely exhausted. Besides that, what he had could be COVID. Even with that, he never treated me with sympathy. I would leave some things to do the other day, like dishes, and he would come at me and complain, even though I was visibly exhausted. He would also be disrespectful and yell that I don't know how to cook or do anything. There were days when he got slightly better and he would just snap at me and yell that I was useless. He didn't even want me to stand in front of him and he told me to get out. He would say I'm selfish because I wanted to get out when he was sick, even though there was nothing in the house to do. He would say I'm just like my mom and that I should get back to her. I reported her to the child services for mistreating me.
Whoa.
He noticed how I was miserable for not being able to get out. I would cry when I wake up and he was still feeling bad because I knew I wouldn't be able to get out again. That being said, he says I don't care about him, that I just care about getting out and don't do things correctly, that I'm selfish and only smile and spend time with my friends, but we fight constantly even when he isn't sick, because I can't talk to him. Every time I try to talk about how I'm feeling, he shuts me down and says things like, oh, you're sad? Well, imagine me who's blah, 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 blah. He treats my grandma bad too. She's kind of on his side though, and she says I don't care about him and should treat him with respect. Am I missing something? Am I really the asshole here?
First of all, love the phrase visible miserable.
Yeah, right?
Using that one. This is just like sad. Like I feel like this is just like you got a rough interpersonal relationship going on here.
Yeah. Unless again, it feels like based on the information at hand, probably not.
Yeah.
But if there is information we're missing, that could very easily turn on its head, which happens.
Yeah. I would be frustrated in this situation. But also, you know, if you got like a disease that's rough to deal with, like, you know, families have to kind of work around that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just sad.
It depends on how the dad is feeling on those days too. I don't know. This person's also an adult, technically 18, sort of.
Yeah, but like barely.
Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend he's not allowed to go out anymore?
We gotta open that one.
All of these, I'm picking the juicy sounding ones that are new. My 18 female boyfriend, who is 20 and male, we're in college and we obviously love to go out partying and having fun with friends. I've met his friends a handful of times, but he warned me about this girl Emily, fake name. When I met
I
her
already don't like Emily, sorry.
When I met her for the first time, she would not stop flirting with him, touching him, and overall disrespecting his and my boundaries. I talked to my boyfriend about it and told him to respect our boundaries as a couple and not reciprocate when she does anything of the sort. We stopped seeing Emily for a bit and our relationship was back to normal and we had a lot of fun with his friends. But last night we decided to go out with his friends and Emily happened to be there. She kept touching, hugging, and getting really close to his face in front of me. He even asked her what she was doing and she replied with, "What are you talking about?" with a smirk on her face. She even pushed me to the side so she sit next to him the entire night. When I confronted him about it when we got home, he got upset and said I wasn't allowed to see his friends anymore. So in response, I told him he couldn't go out if she was there. This upset him greatly, and I don't mean to be controlling, but it was the only solution for the issue that needed to be fixed. If she was jeopardizing our relationship, I feel like I have the right to do whatever I can to stop whatever is causing eye issues or can lead to a breakup. So am I the asshole?
So first of all, we should kill Emily. No, I'm kidding. I think I've seen this kind of situation play out a bunch of times, and it's hard because, like, I don't think you should keep him from his friends. However, there needs to be a path where you can have a conversation with this person, and if like the people involved are not willing to like if he's not willing to like sit down with her and be like, you need to stop and at least try that, like then yeah, like I wouldn't want him hanging out with her either.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of things, and it sounds like she's being very disrespectful just across the board. She is the asshole for sure.
Yeah.
It's
hard though, because I know when it's like a group thing, there's other people involved and stuff. It's like you don't want to lose your like connections with other people and stuff. But if there's one person that's a problem, like you need to be able to talk together and be like, we either need to talk to them or like we can't hang out with them.
Also, the boyfriend said that like when he I want to point out that when she confronts the boyfriend says that she's not allowed to see his friends anymore.
Wait, she's not? Weird. Is that a typo?
Yeah. When I confronted him about it when we got home, he got upset and said I wasn't allowed to see his friends anymore.
Oh.
That's a little weird, champ.
He said she's not? I thought he was saying like I'm not allowed to see my friends. No, he should not be telling you that. Oh my goodness, no.
So that's a little messier.
No, because then that sounds like he's going to go hang out with her when you're not around, and it's going to be like, whatever. And he clearly knows something's up, so.
I don't really know how to vote on this one, but, like, this is a lot of. There are better ways to solve these problems.
Yeah, I think there is a middle step that should be tried before just, like, you can't hang out with her at all, but I don't think you're, like, the asshole.
Okay, am I the asshole for letting my puppy pee on the sidewalk?
Oh boy.
Today, I, female 23, and my dog, male 4 months, were doing our usual bathroom break routine when a man in an electric scooter yelled at me for allowing my dog to pee in the middle of the sidewalk. I told him I would try my best, to which he yelled, "Just make him." I live in an apartment in the middle of the city, in an area with a somewhat large homeless population and an unfortunately high level of drug use. So it's not uncommon for poo, garbage, pieces of used foil from opioid users, cigarette butts, and roaches, the weed equivalent of cigarette butts, to be on the sides of the street. My dog knows to leave it, but with those items I don't want to risk it. The closest grass to my building is 4 blocks away in a really busy dog park. My city has had multiple canine disease outbreaks, so I don't let him go on the grass in that area at all. Only when we drive further out of the city. I don't want to risk it until he's had all his shots. I don't know how to keep this man happy without risking my dog's safety. Am I the asshole?
Is this man like standing outside every day?
I don't know. It makes it sound like it is, but like, if this is just once, who cares about what one man says? Because
Yeah.
her reasons are very clear.
Yeah. Also, the dog it's a baby, so it'll have the shots eventually, and that solves the one problem.
I get that like they don't want to like walk over or drive over
Yeah.
pee.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like we have so much grass outside, so like I'm like I don't even have to think about that. But if you live somewhere where there wasn't any, I really don't know what you would do with your dog.
Yeah, because you can't trust dogs to not just do weird shit.
And it's not like she's like leaving like poop and not picking it up or something. Like I feel like the pee
that's
is like
big.
Other animals are out there peeing on stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like wild animals and stuff. I don't know. Well, it's in the city, but I don't know. I don't really. I think this is like one guy yelled at you, and you can probably like let it go.
Yeah, if like more people asked like over and over, that would probably be a problem. But if it's just like one guy,
Yeah.
I
don't know. Maybe if there's other people near you that have dogs, if you see them out doing anything, like what they do with it.
Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole for betraying my mom?
Oh boy.
I, 13 female, have divorced parents. On Friday, my dad took me to get an eye test and I needed glasses. They thought it would cost $300 to $400, but it ended up costing $500, and that's with a discount. My mom only agreed to pay $300, so my dad wanted to take out $200 of his child support, and she got really mad and wanted to sue. She texted me, "Do you know their address? I want to know because as a mom, I want to know where you are staying. Don't ask your dad. When you leave, tell me the apartment number and the building number." I knew what she wanted, so after thinking for a few minutes, I decided to tell my dad. And he told me to say another city where he used to live. I refused because it would reveal that I asked him, but he just told me to send it. And then it went downhill. When she picked me up from him, she got all mad and her husband got involved too, somehow. I sent her the address anyways. That was my mistake. And now they're beefing over text. I told my dad because I didn't want her to sue him. He already pays her $2,000 instead of $1,800 every month. Some mothers don't even get child support. And to sue over $200? Come on. And I for real need those glasses. Am I the asshole for telling my dad and not keeping it a secret?
I feel like you already know your answer by the tone of it. I think you know that this is a ridiculous situation to be in.
This is so dumb.
Yeah.
What's wild is that the dad has to pay so much child support and has one of the children. Unless she stays with mom. Unless she stays with mom. I guess that would be good to be clear. Maybe I'm unsure. I don't know how having divorced parents works. I'm going to level with you, Erin.
Me neither. How old's this person again?
13.
13? Oh my god. Yeah, no. This first of all, your 13-year-old should not be in the middle of this situation. You need to get your life figured out to the point
like
where
the
this
hard
doesn't.
Answer.
Yeah, like it. You. Sorry, your parents. One of them sucks.
What's crazy is that she wants to sue. The mom wants to sue over just asking.
Yeah, it wasn't even like.
He didn't even do it. He was just like, according to this, anyways. He's just like, can I do this?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah, the 13-year-old has no fault in this.
Let's do one more.
Sure.
Let's see if there's anything new.
Is there anything that's like really dumb? Like, do you see any that's like a really
I did see one that was really
inconsequential thing.
Am I the asshole for accepting money from a child?
Oh boy.
I, male, 17, found out yesterday that my boyfriend's dad doesn't like me because when his daughter, 12, offered me $40, I took it. We were at the table and she was counting a lot of money she had. It was about $200, I think. And I said something about how I'm broke at the moment because I hadn't been accepted by any jobs yet, and she gave me $40. I told her she didn't have to, but she insisted I keep it. My boyfriend, her older brother, told me to take the money, but now he agrees that I shouldn't have taken it from her. Now I plan on paying her back, but I feel like I didn't do anything wrong. Am I the a-hole?
Yes, they're 12? Yeah, no. I'm sorry, get your own stuff figured out. You should not be taking money from a child.
I have a slightly different opinion from you, but hear me out. The asshole move is not really the taking the money, but it's more so seeing a child that has a lot of money and being like, well, I'm broke and don't have a lot of money.
I think I think
that's
whole
worse.
thing is a bad scenario. I don't think that you should ever how old's the person posting again?
17.
17. Yeah, that's enough older where you should not be expressing to this 12-year-old that owes you nothing, that you like don't have any money, because that sounds like guilty. Like, of course they're gonna respond with that. Like, if it's a nice kid. This one's goofy. I cannot.
Yeah, it's goofy. I don't know. It's dumb. I don't think it's. Wouldn't call it an asshole move, but it's just like not the right move. I don't think the kid is an asshole for taking the money, but I think that that wasn't the right move.
Him being 17 makes it like a little better, but I would say if someone who's like 21 did this, I would like
if they
openly make fun of them.
If they were an adult, absolutely.
Yeah.
That, like 100%.
He's like close enough to an adult that I'm still a little disappointed, but it's not as bad as if he was like a full blown adult.
At least he wants to pay her back.
That's good. He should do that.
Because we both agree that he shouldn't have taken the money.
Yeah.
That's not under.
Also, the kid's 12. It's not like they have a job. Like, they got that, like, probably as, like, gifts or, like, chore money or something. Like, don't take that.
Yep. Let's read this last long one, because it's what will I be the asshole if I block my friend if he doesn't agree to be my boyfriend?
Oh, man. I'm already voting yes, but let's hear it.
Let's see how it goes. I, Miley, 20 years old, female.
Did she make up a fake name for herself?
Yeah.
The other post didn't do that, but okay, interesting.
Have known my boyfriend, Jake, since past 5 years now. We were in the same school, and we had the same bus and route home. During the first 3 years, he became my best friend and helped me through a lot of things, where I basically needed someone to talk to because my boyfriend at the time was toxic AF. After the situation with that boyfriend was sorted out and all over, we gradually got into a relationship, Jake and I. With our strict parents in school, we couldn't meet much and we mostly chatted online. He made it clear that he didn't want me to tell anyone about our relationship because he thought people were too nosy. One day
I didn't like that.
One day I accidentally blurted out to my friend that we were in a relationship. She took to texting him and asking him if it was true, and he told her no and scolded me for telling her.
Never mind.
I got his point that she was being really annoying and said sorry to him and stopped her, but I wanted him to acknowledge our relationship, as there was a difference in being private and being secretive. This was mainly because since my last boyfriend, I was a bit conscious of people if people are just using me. He didn't agree, so we decided to just be friends, which after another year changed to friends with benefits. His family is strict and we can only talk on Snapchat. Oftentimes he goes up to 8 to 10 to 24 hours or even 3 days without reading or replying to my messages, which really annoys me. I get it that he can't reply on time, but I really hope he would at least update me that he will be busy or he is out of town, and this makes me feel neglected. I feel like I'm being used and I'm not even a friend to him anymore. I know our relationship is complicated right now because I love him, and he says that he loves me too, but he is afraid of commitment right now. I get his point, but whenever I try to send it to save my heart, he says that he got more out of the relationship than me, and he was my good friend even when I was not ready for him, and I feel guilty and agree to continue. I also know he is going through some things at home, so that relationship might not be the thing on his mind, and this may really upset him mentally when he has already too much burden. I don't know the details, but within this month, whenever I asked him to reply on time, he often said that he has been having a shitty day or shitty week. Will I be the asshole if I ask him to either acknowledge our relationship and treat me like his girlfriend, or finally cut all ties and stop talking to him.
Okay, how old are these people again? Sorry.
They're the girl is 20. We don't know how old the boyfriend is.
Okay, all right, so she's an adult. Girl, the way that you framed this in the title made you sound so bad, and then this was just paragraphs about how this guy is hot garbage. Like, this person is wasting your time. When I was younger, I dated a bunch of people, and this stuff where they're like, "Oh, I have commitment issues. I don't want to tell people that we're dating." Blah blah. That never means anything good. That is always just like they're talking to other people, or like they don't respect you. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. Oh my god. Yeah. No. Throw this man in the trash.
Yeah. You will not be the asshole. In fact, you should block him.
Yeah, I thought it was like, the title made it sound like, if my friend doesn't date me, like, they're not my friend anymore. But then there's all this history of, like, you were dating. Like, that's weird.
That's why I love this subreddit, because it's just like, here is the biggest plot twist ever.
I know.
You thought this person was going to be in the wrong? You wish.
You give this guy way too much benefit of the doubt, and like, I've been there, it's cool, but like, no, this is a waste of your time.
All right, I think that's good for the last one, because that was a longer one.
Yeah.
So cool. We're gonna go get our whatever Erin's secret segment is prepped, and we'll be right back.
All right, so I'm here with our biggest fan ever. I flew her all the way out here just to be on the podcast. Hello, Elaine.
Hello.
My mom.
Hello.
You are meeting Mancha for the first time.
I am.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, finally, right?
I know. I literally, we were just talking about it. Like, all my friends have met my mom except Mancha. But here she is. And we're happy to have her, and we have a fun little activity for her while she's here.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. Have you been having fun in Raleigh?
Yes, I have. It's beautiful here.
Yes, it's nice. We were just talking about the snow earlier and how the snow in Rochester is horrible.
Yes, we get a lot of snow.
Yes. Yes. All right, cool. Well, my mom, I subjected her long ago on my YouTube channel to a game where I made her guess like cartoon characters from my childhood, and it's very stressful, I hear. So this is not as stressful as that. But I've picked some characters, and so has Mancha. We've each picked some characters that we like, and we just want to see your initial impressions of them as somebody who is not like in the fandom. What you think of them?
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna get started. So the first one is one of Mancha's choices. What do you think this character is from?
That has to be from a video game. Are they all video games?
No, they're all from different things, but that one is from a video,
like
game. Yes. It's a popular game. I'll tell you that. Do you have a guess?
Is it Borderlands or something like that? I don't know. Is
that
a video game?
That is a video game. There you go. All right. So if I said it's like
a fighting game of some sort because she's got weapons.
Yes, you do fight things in this game.
And shields, looks like, built into her costume or something.
I'll give you a hint. It's a game series that is like kind of like big like Mario. Like, you would know the main character of this series.
The main character it's not like Call of Duty or something.
No.
No.
All right.
I don't think there's a main character of Call of Duty.
I
hope not.
Is it is Master Chief Call of Duty?
That's Halo.
That's Halo. Remember when I drew that on the podcast and I drew a Halo above it, and how like that was the memory I was recalling in my brain, and I just blocked out that it was a Halo? I don't know. Call of Duty is the. I'm sorry, I totally just blanked. I do
Aaron,
know this information.
Video
normally.
Games.
I do know this information normally, but this is a dumb moment for me. It's so funny because I just prepped her before. I'm like, you're not being quizzed. Like, if you say anything dumb, like, we can cut out blah blah, and then I immediately say something dumb. But yeah,
we're not cutting that though.
Oh no, that's fine. We can leave that in. So this is from one of the newer Legend of Zelda games.
Oh, Zelda. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. You got any comments on this character, their outfit, what you think they're like?
She looks very intense. I think she's probably an excellent fighter. looking at her costume.
Is that true, Mancha? This is one of your picks?
She's like a champion, which is like one of the 4 strongest people.
Okay.
But she's also a good healer, is like her main ability. So she's like a bit like a combat medic.
She's also like kind of the shark-ish. If you look at her little head tail thing.
Oh, yeah, some sort of an aquatic.
Yes.
Cat something to her. Does she have swimming abilities of some sort?
Can she swim, Mancha?
She's like a fish person, so yes.
Okay.
I haven't played this game, so I haven't seen her swim, but I assume with the fish head.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Is this yeah, I just want to make sure I'm on the right mic input.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you know who this is, Mom?
Yes, he is from, I think, Family Guy. He's the dog from Family Guy.
He is. Do you know his name?
Mm.
It's like a real normal person name. Starts with a B.
Brian.
Yes,
I got it right.
It's Brian Griffin, the dog. What do you know about Family Guy? What do you know about Brian?
Stewie Griffin.
Yeah,
is a character.
He's friends with Stewie. That is true.
What do I know about it?
Yeah, what do you think he does for a living? I know he's a dog.
The dog?
Yeah, he's a job. Well, he like kind of has a job.
I don't know. Is he something to do with like computers or something? I don't know. Because I'm guessing because you guys like him, so I'm thinking he's probably
because you guys like him.
He's like got programming skills.
Yeah, he's like a writer. That's like a thing in a lot of the series.
Oh, okay.
He's very like artsy and thinks he's intellectual.
Okay.
He's the worst.
Mancha says he's the worst. I love him, and everybody makes fun of me that I love this character.
Is he the worst because he's inappropriate? Or
I mean, everything on Family Guy.
Every character is inappropriate.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, I knew one.
You did know one. There's a couple that you'll know. What do you think about this lady?
Well, she's very stylish. I can see
she is very stylish.
She doesn't appear to be a combat type character, but I could be wrong.
She's not fighting directly, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't recognize the character. I don't think it's anything I've seen.
Yeah, you haven't seen this character. It's from another really, really popular game series, like kind of like Mario or like Legend of Zelda. Another real popular one, if you had to guess.
Out of the blue.
How about she uses little creatures?
She uses them?
Little creatures to fight.
Is it Pokemon?
It is Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yes.
Well, the art has changed over the years.
Is she
Pokemon community?
Well, yeah. I mean, you're probably used to like the black and white, like Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like Jigglypuff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is she a gym leader, Mancha?
She's the champion.
Champion.
That game.
Okay. Yeah. So. Like
what is her name?
Cynthia.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Cindy.
We love this for her. All right. You know who this is?
That is it's Ryan Reynolds plays him in movies. It's Deadpool.
Yep.
Deadpool.
Have you seen anything? Have you seen Deadpool or
I have seen Deadpool.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
I loved it.
You did?
Yeah, like kind of he talks to the camera a lot and says what he's thinking and it's funny. Yes.
He is very funny. I wasn't sure if you'd seen Deadpool.
Just like this podcast.
Yeah! That's funny. All right, Cece, you know some of these.
I do.
How about this one?
Oh, he is from Simpsons. Is he Principal Skinner? Is that his name? I got it right.
Do you know the meme that he's in that we have shared sometimes, me and Ryan and Kyle?
I don't think so.
Do you want to explain steamed hams to my mother?
There's steamed hams? What?
Steamed hams?
There's a really good. It's just a straight up segment from an episode where the superintendent comes to his house and he burns the food he's making. So he sneaks out to the Krusty Burger across the street and gets hamburgers and calls them steamed hams. And then he sets his kitchen on fire.
Yep. It's a pretty good scene.
I haven't seen that particular scene, but you know, your brother was all
I'll
about
show
Simpsons.
you sometime.
Yes.
Yeah, Ryan and Kyle love that meme, and they send it all the time. Do you know who this is? The guy or the character?
Jim Carrey plays the guy with the mustache.
He's
right?
both.
Is he
of them.
both? Oh,
Yep.
it's hard for me. To
There's
tell.
like 2 outfits this character has.
He's definitely evil. I can tell by the giant mustache in the one photo.
Mustaches are evil. Write that down.
Well, it's very exaggerated, so you're guessing they're making a point with that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm evil.
This is true. Mancha's the most evil person I know.
Well, yours isn't quite as that one is.
It's not that mustache.
You're also not doing this all the time.
So he's from
a live action movie based on something else.
Okay.
Based on a video game.
Is it a Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Yes.
It is. Okay. I don't know if I've seen it, but I might have seen trailers.
He's Dr. Eggman, right?
Oh, I didn't know his name, but okay. Wow.
Yes.
Pulled that one out somehow.
I love him. This is what he looks like in the first movie, and that's what he looks like in the second movie.
After he becomes demented and goes on some sort of a rampage to kill everyone? Is that what
yeah, basically.
Looking at the ways, yes.
He gets
He's
like
changed.
stranded on like a planet, and that's why he looks so like crazy afterwards. But yes. So this is I used a newer image of this character, Mancha. Do you know who this is?
Is it Poison Ivy, maybe?
It is Poison Ivy.
Okay, because there's not a lot of green female characters, I'm thinking. And with the red hair, yes.
Just Poison Ivy and Gamora, locking that down.
Wow. I guess that.
There you go. This is what she looks like in the new like Harley Quinn animated show.
Okay.
That I have not watched. But
I still need to watch it.
Yeah,
Apparently
I hear it's like
very
really good. Yeah. Mancha's a big Poison Ivy fan.
Yes, well. I've seen was it Uma Thurman who was Poison Ivy in the one?
Yep, it's Uma Thurman.
Okay, all right, yep.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it in like forever.
It's one of my favorites. It's so silly.
Awesome.
Wow, I guessed it.
This is another Mancha pick. Do you know this character?
Well, that's David Duchovny. I know that.
She knows that. I think that's a good thing.
X-Files and lots of other things.
Yeah,
Who would his character be?
It's the X-Files.
Oh, it is X-Files.
Yeah. I just pulled an image of him off of Google that I hope is an X-Files image.
I thought it was going to be a video game. Okay.
No, they're all from different stuff. We just like a lot of video games.
Yeah.
I used to watch X-Files when it was on.
Oh, did you?
Even whenever that was.
Who was your favorite character?
Well, him.
You and Mancha probably have that in common then. Cool. I've never watched the X-Files. I think it would freak me out.
It's not that scary.
I think there were just like a couple episodes people told me about that were like the standout, like creepy ones. But yeah,
they're like old enough that they're pretty campy, like looking back at them. So that kind of takes away a lot of the spook factor. Because I've been rewatching X-Files.
Yeah, I think it was just the allure of could this possibly be out there? Whatever was, each episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Mom, are you familiar with this character?
That is a Caracol.
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, do you know what the meme name is?
Floppa.
Yes.
Big Floppa.
Big Floppa, yes.
I only know because you like it.
I know. That's why. What do you think? What emotions does his face inspire in you?
He looks sad.
He does look kind of sad.
He looks sad because he's got those tufted ears.
He looks sad because his ears are so dumb.
And his prey laughs at him with those tufted ears. I don't know.
He looks like he's seen a great tragedy.
I think he has.
Where are they from? Where do they live?
Africa. I don't actually know. This is bad that I don't know. Are you looking it up?
The Middle East, Central Asia, and arid areas of Pakistan and northern India.
Oh,
and now the internet.
Yes.
All right, Mom. Are you familiar with this character at all?
Oh, that is I recognize that. That is it's an old thing, isn't it? I think
it's
my sons used to watch.
no. It's newer than that. It was probably like my first year of college, very popular.
Oh, okay. It's not that guy that was like Mr. Bones something
No.
or other.
Do you know that old Mr. Bones game, Mancha?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll like send you a picture. You can put it on the screen or whatever. It's like an old, I think it was like a computer game or
Yeah, it
something,
was.
and it was like Mr. Bones was the main
But
character.
it wasn't very pixelated. Is that the right thing? So it was very
yeah,
simplistic.
So this game is newer, and it intentionally looked like this, like the art style.
Okay.
Mancha, would you like to explain this character?
It's not anything Beetlejuice related, is it?
No, but that's funny that you say that.
Well, look at the way his eyes are, yeah.
I think this would be your second year of college because it was my first year.
Yeah,
of
it
college.
was. Yeah, it was my second year, but I was like, maybe it came out before, and I don't want to say that. And then I was like, okay, no. Yeah.
His name is Sans, like the font Comic Sans, which is the font that he speaks in this video game. And he's a silly skeleton, who makes bad jokes all the time and is also very strong.
Okay.
But you don't know that.
He was a big meme for a while, and we love him.
What is the name of the
Undertale?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. That I'm not familiar with at all.
That's okay. These later ones you won't know as much, but it's just your reactions. What do you think of this character?
That is some sort of an anime character, I'm guessing, looking at the way it's drawn. Am I wrong?
It's from a mobile game, but it's that kind of art style, yeah.
Okay.
What do you think if I tell you this character is not a human, it's like made out of something? What would you think?
Made out of something. Well, it looks like a doll, but
it does look like a doll.
Well, I'm guessing this character is portrayed as sweet, but also can be very a bad character because the stuffed animal has an X'd out eye, and
you would be correct. That stuffed animal turns into like a big angry thing. She is
it's like a maid or something. What's on her head? That hat thing.
Oh, it's like it
bonnet.
goes with like the with the dress thing. So this is Pumpkin Pie Cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom, which is a mobile game that I play religiously.
So in the cookie aspect, is the characters are named after cookies or something?
Yeah, they're all gingerbread cookies, and they'll be named like a thing. Like there's like a eclair cookie, and
I feel like I might want to play that game.
I mean, I can teach you how to play it if you want.
It's food related. I'm in.
I know. Converting new Cookie Run players. What do you think of this guy?
He's a triangle with one eye, but he's wearing a bow tie and a top hat. Is he a pyramid or something? What is he?
Mm-hmm.
He's a pyramid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a know-it-all because he's pointing at stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He is. Do you think he's good or evil?
I would say evil. He's got one eye. I don't know.
But that's just it. Having one eye and a mustache both make you evil.
Well, usually if you're making a character that's, sweet, they're, drawn that way to look nice.
This is Bill Cipher. He's the main antagonist of Gravity Falls, which was a Disney show. I cosplayed from it.
You used to talk about that when you were younger all the time.
Yeah, younger, like in college.
Yes.
Mancha loves Bill Cipher.
He's silly and very evil.
Yes, he's very evil.
Oh, very evil.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the top hat and the bow tie? Wow.
One eye, mustache, top hat, bow tie. These are the traits of an evil person.
Well, he's dressed formally, so you'd think you would be, I don't know.
Dressing formal.
You told me to make assumptions.
So you can't be formal and be evil?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not usually. Usually you're disheveled because you have some sort of a personality I don't know.
You're so evil, busy being evil that you can't go take a shower.
That's so true. All right. What do you think of this guy?
He looks like he is a waiter.
He's a barista.
A barista. Oh, okay, he's pouring some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
He is perhaps a pigeon or
he's a pigeon.
Okay. All right.
He's from a game that has a lot of animals in it. That I have.
Is it Animal Crossing?
Yes, it is.
Thanks for saying the word animal. That tipped me off.
Yes, he's cool. He's like a.
He's not evil.
No, despite having a mustache and dressing formally. Yeah, he drinks or he serves you coffee at like the coffee thing, and he'll talk to you and give you like life
gives you clues
anecdotes and stuff.
Clues for the game, or no?
It's just kind of like a fun thing. You go talk to him, and he just like says something fun while you're sitting there. But yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot. What do we think of this lady?
She appears to be either climbing or falling.
She does a lot of both.
Okay. She looks like she would be the heroine of whatever show she is from.
Is this true, Mancha?
It was a video game, but yes, she's the main character.
Okay.
I know very little about this character, but
you could know everything about this character if you
Mancha
played the game that I bought for you as a gift.
Mancha bought me this game. I haven't played it yet. Like a long time ago, he bought it for me, and I feel bad. But yeah, it's Madeline,
I think.
Madeline from Celeste. It's a game that Mancha likes. It's like a platformer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about climbing a mountain.
Yes,
okay.
I'm unfamiliar with that one. Oh, climbing a mountain. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Mm-hmm. What do you think of this gentleman?
Well, he looks very angry.
He is very angry.
Yes. Does he have an eye patch?
Yes, he does.
Oh,
so that makes him evil, right?
Well,
he has one eye.
He's lost a fight or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of.
And he's wearing fur. Mm-hmm. So he might be in a video game that is set in a cold climate. I don't know.
He is Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which, if you remember the photo shoot that my friends did where we were on the magazine, our friend Anthony was this guy.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I love him. He's from Fire Emblem. He's a very sad man.
Oh, he's sad.
Well, he's like angry, but yeah, he's
okay.
He's got a sad story, but he's okay.
Does he have redeeming qualities?
I think so. People on Twitter would have some mixed opinions about that, but that's kind of how that game goes.
Okay.
Do you know this guy?
You hardly see it. Can you zoom in?
Yeah, you've watched this show before. Oops, hold on. Do you see it?
I see it. Is he a sun? What is that big yellow thing behind him?
Yes.
He's all yellow. He's
also
also wearing a top hat.
So this is like a show you've watched before, and this is just a specific episode of the show where they're dressed up.
So it's a live action show.
Mm-hmm. It's a funny show.
I've watched it before.
The name of the show actually ironically fits with this theme.
There's a sun.
This picture.
Okay. Sun. I don't know.
You know who pooped the bed when we showed you that from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, okay. I have not seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
We've watched some episodes.
I have not watched it. It's on my watch list. Ryan talks about it all the time, and I've never seen it.
I think we watched one episode with you one time, but it was like
Danny DeVito's in there. Right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm totally unfamiliar with that, but
yeah, this is Charlie Day's character, and he is doing like a musical in this episode. So they're all in like weird costumes.
Okay. Well, now I'm definitely gonna have to watch it.
It's a good episode. Mancha has cosplayed this.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we only got a few more.
Okay.
What do you think of this gentleman?
He looks very combat-ish with that. What's he got? Headphones on his head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He owns a gun store.
Okay. Is it like, Mortal something or one of those kinds of games?
It's from Persona 5. Do you think he's a nice guy or a mean guy?
He looks mean.
He's like a rough exterior guy, but he's very nice. This is EY from Persona 5. I love this character like an absurd amount.
Oh, okay.
And then
I don't even know this character.
Yeah.
Like Kyle.
She just said he looks like my brother. Don't like that.
He does.
This is, I don't know how the ordering got messed up here, if I was like missing one or something, Mancha, but this is another character from the same game.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about him? Do you think he's nice or evil?
He's wearing gloves. He must be up to no good, so his fingerprints can't be taken.
I just love the list of traits that you have determined mean evil, and you're right, but
most characters don't wear gloves, so why would a person be wearing gloves?
Mickey Mouse wears gloves.
Oh,
that's
true. And he's not evil. I take it
back. Well,
the corporation maybe. Anytime I see somebody wearing gloves in public now, I'm gonna be like, he's evil
or cold, one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is Goro Akechi from Persona 5. He's a detective, and he's
I've never
crazy
seen
man.
You watch or play Persona 5. So
it's like 120 hours long, and I think I played it when I didn't live with you. So
yeah, that's why I'm not. Familiar.
The Panther thing that I did, the red suit thing, is from that game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. All right, this is another Mancha pick. What do you think of this lady?
Ooh, she's awesome. I like the costuming. I like the pink hair.
She is awesome.
It's very detailed. It's got a lot going on with the wardrobe. So she must be some sort of crime fighter or some kind of person that kicks butt.
I haven't watched Arcane, but I played some League of Legends.
Is that what it's from?
She eventually becomes a police officer.
Oh.
Okay. So, good guy, question mark. Good lady. Cool.
What's her name?
Vi, right? Is that how it's pronounced?
Vi.
Yeah, Vi.
Oh, so her hair's kind of violet or not really pink violet?
Her name is actually Violet, I think.
Oh.
And then they shorten it to Vi.
Okay. And she's got like a tattoo thing under her eye that's like a VI, like the Roman numeral thing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Cool. All right, I got one more for you. Are you familiar with this gentleman?
Yes, that is supposed. When I know because you cosplay. Is it supposed to be John F. Kennedy?
It is. It's JFK from Clone High. What do you think about him?
Well, I will tell you an interesting fact, and this is going to date myself. I was born shortly after he died, a couple days after he died. He was killed.
My mom is the reincarnation of JFK, is what I'm hearing.
Oh no.
Love that. Yes, I did cosplay this man.
I recognize the outfit because you had that exact outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's from what game again?
It's from a show. It's Clone High. It's like a high school, and they're all clones of like dead, like famous people.
Figures?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The main character's like Abe Lincoln, and there's like Joan of Arc, and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yes. Wow. I got that one right.
Good job. So yeah, that was all that I had to show you. We just wanted to hear what you had to say, and I think it was fun. We had a good time, so we're probably gonna wrap up, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything. Thank you for joining us, my lovely mother. Love to have you on the podcast.
I lost my thing.
Okay. There's casualties happening over here. She's ripping out earbuds, bonking me in the head. We're having a hell of a time.
It happens.
I thought I was done.
Well, you're done, yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna do the outro. Take it away, Mancha.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. You know where to find us. Please, we would appreciate it if you like and comment and subscribe and stuff.
Yeah. You can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at AppetizerCast, and you can follow either of us at Erin MacDaddy or Moth Mancha.
And we're AppetizerCast on here too, on YouTube, because life is good. With that, be sure to tip your waitresses. Watch out for people with one eye, and we'll see you next time.
And gloves.